It's on the website.
Governor Malloy, I'm Jean Henry. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I'm just here to tell you, I worked many months, making many phone calls to get you elected.
Yep.
I'm a diehard Republican, and I worked really hard because we needed someone with a lot of guts that's doing what you're doing. That being said, your administration laid me off from OPM, but you know what? I have CBAC rights. I'll be back in the state system.
Right.
I'll be honored and privileged to work for you, and I will give the cutbacks that you need from us state employees.
Thank you.
And I really am impressed with everything you're doing.
And let me assure you there was nothing personal. Although I wasn't on that end of it. But listen, I appreciate it. And by the way, you didn't have an easy job at OPM. I don't have an easy job here. But we are going to get through this.
You were handed a tough nut, and I give you credit. A few more cuts might help us, but
all right.
You know, let's get that way.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mark Anderson, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Hi,
Thank you
Mr.
for coming out. Sure, appreciate it very much that you're meeting with the people of the state. I'll just briefly say that the Federal Crisis Inquiry Commission, which is a federally mandated commission, or the Angelides report, as it was referred to. You can find this report in the New York Times, on the Washington Post website, nonfiction area. What they've gone through is this whole idea of globalization, privatization, speculation, deregulation. I think the people don't love their financial system anymore. As a matter of fact, I think the people hate their financial system, what we have now. The combined deficit of the states for 2011 is predicted to be $140 billion. Fed Chairman Bernanke has said to the states, hey buddies, you're on your own. The only state in the Union without a deficit that's in the black
Is there a question here?
is the state of North Dakota. Why couldn't we create our own state banks, multiply the money 12 times, we can all put our money in there, the towns can put their rainy day money in there, there would be credit for consumers, businesses.
I'm aware of the concept of a state bank, and I'm not making excuses. They also have fuel. They have revenues from taking raw products from the ground. So, but having said that, I'm aware of the proposal. I'll take a look at it. Thank you. Sir.
Governor Malloy, I'm James Morrow.
Hi, Mr. Morrow.
Torrington. I represent Oliver Wolcott Alumni Association.
The what?
The Oliver Wolcott Alumni Association. I want to know why you're restructuring the vocational system now,
Sure.
and what cost savings is it for the state?
Sure. Thank you very much for the question. What I hope to do is move the vocational system management of schools closer to where those schools locate, so that they can be, as opposed to be directed from Hartford-based large educational infrastructure, be able to turn more rapidly to appreciate what's going on the ground in each of the communities that they're located in, and to be more responsive to local needs of those communities. So really what I'm trying to do is make those schools to some extent more like the other schools that are within the regions that they're serving. That's what we're trying to do. I was mayor of the city. I watched the state literally destroy one of those vocational schools, Wright Tech, which has a proud history. They literally ran it into the ground, and when they succeeded in running it into the ground, they closed it. I think if I, as mayor, or our Board of Education, as I had proposed, had been able to play a role with respect to the running of that school and helping to design its programs, that school never would have closed. I'll also go one step further. I have different experience even with respect to that school. When I became mayor, that school was in a state of failure. I tried to help it and move it along and get it going. They were graduating 38 people with hairdressing credentials in a marketplace that couldn't absorb that number of people. They didn't have a nursing program, and they didn't have a modern IT program. I begged the state to add an IT program. They didn't do it. So what did we do? We opened up our own school, a magnet school. We did it within 6 months, and it was fully subscribed that following September. So what I'm trying to do is to get more local input like yours in the proper running of a school like that. Thank you.
Thank you.